Hi, I'm Scott Smith. I'm the author of Fixing America and the Financial Freedom Plan. And in this video, we're going to talk about healthcare, what's wrong with it today, and how we can change it. Under the Financial Freedom Plan, you would actually have free healthcare. Today, with the current tax system, there is absolutely no way we could afford free healthcare for everyone. The change that is necessary is to scrap the current tax system of income taxes, sales taxes, and property taxes, and replace them with a 0.5% flow tax. I discussed that in detail in other videos. The flow tax taxes the entire economy, which includes the monetary economy. That's the problem today. Our taxes today come from the material economy. That's about 25 trillion is the size of our GDP, whereas there's $6,125 trillion flowing through the monetary economy. A 0.5% tax there would generate many times more revenue than we generate today with income taxes, and yet your taxes would drop. With somebody who is earning $100,000, they pay $40,000 in taxes today. With a flow tax, they'd pay only $500. And with $500, we'd have a lot of benefits. Shockingly low taxes, and yet basic income, free healthcare, and free college. In this video, we're going to talk about how you would implement free healthcare so that you could help drive down healthcare cost. The challenge we have with healthcare comes from a basic dynamic that is out there. Third-party management of your healthcare is inherently expensive. Third-party management, whether it is an insurance company or the government, it's expensive because a third party is involved in deciding what type of healthcare you can get, what procedures the doctors can do, and if you really took the entire healthcare insurance industry, that humongous industry, that all the dollars that go into that healthcare industry are dollars that are not going to your healthcare. It's just simple math, and that presents a challenge. On top of that, the system is designed to help fuel increased prices because providers are paid based upon procedures. And so that's the only way they earn money. They're going to do as many procedures as they can. And healthcare insurers actually benefit as the cost of healthcare keeps increasing because they work on ratios and your premiums go up, and that's higher profits for them. So you've got a system that is rigged against the consumer. It's also rigged against the provider because the consumer and the provider, the doctor and the patient, really are not in a position to see eye to eye and decide on the healthcare that they mutually feel is best. That's the challenge, and that's the pain of today's healthcare system. The solution to that isn't just the money that a flow tax puts out, because it would generate enough to pay for all our health care. But if we keep going in the same system, even the flow tax won't pay for health care soon. We have to make a dynamic change in the healthcare system. What the Financial Freedom Plan advocates is that you can choose to use your healthcare care credit for the existing system, not tearing anything down. It still stays as it is, but you have a choice. You can also pay provider groups directly. There are a number of provider groups in our nation. And when the provider group gets the top dollar, the doctor then is in charge of taking care of their expenses, driving down cost, and keeping the patient happy. And so we want to have a free market on provider groups. Anyone can create a provider group. We have to trust the citizen to make the decision of which provider group, what type of care do they want to take? And the health care credit that they get, they can choose either to pay a traditional insurer or to pay a provider group that is allowed under the law under Financial Freedom Plan. I've looked into a number of provider groups that exist even with today's legal restrictions, and you do get much more reasonable health care there. So if we were to lift those types of restrictions and allow provider groups to flourish on their own, we would find that people do ultimately make the best decisions. They become responsible for their health care, and their doctor, as a partner who's being paid the top dollar and has to take care of the expenses below it, they work it out together for the best. That's trusting the free market to provide the optimal health care. And that is a major tenet of the Financial Freedom Plan. I ask you to like these videos and share them with others. If we're going to get the Financial Freedom Plan into mainstream media discussions, we need to develop a following and we need to develop noise around it. So please like these and share them and get other people to start following. Thank you very much.